Hello and welcome to another Wednesday Wandering with me, Cate Field. Wandering about stuff and not just wandering off. How are you? I really do hope you're well. I have had the most amazing adventure in Canada over the last 2 weeks. And I'm now back in England and it's definitely autumn. So in this week's Wednesday Wandering, I'm going to be talking about a few things, but mainly I'm going to be talking about art for the soul. And this is something that I feel quite passionate about. And I really do feel that art can help us to work through things, work through problems that we might have. It can uplift us, it can relax us, it can calm us, it can ground us, and it can inspire. And that I have been totally inspired by my trip to Canada. So I spent a week in Nova Scotia and then a week in Montreal, and it was fab. It really was. Met some lovely, lovely people, ate some amazing food, just took in the landscape, and I just loved it, absolutely loved it. And so I'm now thinking about a return visit. But what really kind of got to me was just how much the art and craft of different places and different cultures can be so inspiring in our own work. And we went to all sorts of places and saw all sorts of amazing landscapes and towns and cities and the sea and lakes and trees, and it was amazing. And there are so many highlights. It's kind of all one great big kind of explosion of light, I think. But it got me thinking that it doesn't really matter where we are. We can be inspired by the environment around us. And with this sort of art for the soul type of idea and theme, I just felt it even more. I just felt it was something that I wanted to talk about and to tell you about some of the things that I've been doing and some of the things that I've been writing about. And I've created a course, and I know that some of you have started the course, which is a 7-day creative adventure, art for the soul, and I've had some lovely feedback about that. It's only just started, and yeah, it's really good to get that sort of feedback, because this is quite new for me to put this sort of course onto YouTube. So all the feedback is really gratefully received, and I'll be tweaking it and amending it and all of that sort of thing, because that's what we do. That's what we do. Back to Canada. One of the most amazing places we visited was a museum, and it was the Hooked Rug Museum in Hubbard's in Nova Scotia. And I took my husband and the 2 friends that we were with, and we stayed there for 2 hours. It was great. Oh my gosh, it was so absolutely fascinating. So if you are from Nova Scotia, thank you for that. Absolutely loved it. And I've got so many thoughts and ideas of things that I want to do, and I will definitely be sharing them with you in later tutorials, because, well, wow, just wow. So yeah, that was brilliant. I'll put a link below to information about that, but it blew my mind actually. And some of the work there, all of the work there was amazing, and some of it was so deeply meaningful and had such a powerful narrative that it really got me thinking that textile art has a power of its own. It really does. So I'm going to be doing some more textile tutorials over the next few weeks and months, I will kind of intersperse them, because I use textiles in my fine art work as well as my craft. And when I taught textiles, this is what I did. I taught fine art textiles, and it was great. It was really good. So if you think that textiles is not really your thing and that, you know, it's all just sewing and knitting and stuff, give it a go, see what you think, and maybe I might be able to change your mind on a few things. Maybe, who knows? But anyway, here's me sitting in my cozy hand knitted jumper because it's got a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly because in Canada we had amazing weather, which they did say was slightly unusual because it was really hot. So we were totally blessed. Right, back to Art for the Soul. Why is this important? Well, I think we need to nurture ourselves, and that can be through a whole variety of different ways and means. And for me, and I suspect you, the arts and craft can be a really good way to just bring ourselves back, to give ourselves time, and to just enjoy the present, just being in that moment, being mindful about where we are and what we're doing, because we can just spend the whole day rushing about doing stuff, can't we? It is one of those things that we just feel that every day needs to be filled with lots and lots of busy stuff, and if we're not doing that, we start to feel guilty, because who are we to just be sitting here doing nothing? And I think that for me, certainly, and maybe for you as well, sitting down and doing some knitting, doing some crochet, doing some doodling, drawing, embroidery, it's kind of like an excuse for sitting down rather than just sitting down and doing a bit of daydreaming. I am all for sitting down and doing a bit of daydreaming, and I've got my cup of coffee here, and it is one of those really nice things in the day that I am going to sit down and I'm going to drink a cup of coffee and enjoy it, really think about what I'm doing, rather than do 101 things all at the same time, which I am very guilty of doing. We do actually need to stop. And the whole point of the Art for the Soul course and the book that I've written is about allowing you to just take time, give yourself time to develop your creative practice, to practice some of your skills, but to do this in a mindful and a reflective way. And it's really powerful. And when I ran this course in real life, it was amazing. And I had some lovely feedback from the women who were in that group. And hopefully you'll enjoy it as well if you want to kind of tune in for that one. And the book is available as an ebook. I'm currently getting it published as a hardback. I'm still tweaking it a little bit because I'm in two minds whether to put illustrations in it, actually. That's kind of where I am at the minute. And I think I am going down the illustration route. So that's going to take a little bit longer. But the ebook is available now. And if you're on Kindle Unlimited, it's free. So you can just have it free for the next couple of months, I think. You might want to just have a look at it. Anyway, enough of that. Hang on. Coffee. Small pleasures, isn't it? Small pleasures. I kind of lost my track a little bit there because I was enjoying the coffee. That is what happens our lives are full of ups and downs of emotions, and that has to be the case. Otherwise, we would just be in a very kind of dull space, wouldn't we? And we need to have the ups and the downs. And when we're working through a time when we are perhaps feeling a little bit down for whatever reason, remembering the highlights is a really, really good thing. And this is where, again, my art practice and my craft practice comes into play, definitely for me. And there's been times in my life when I've been quite seriously unwell, and I have had to stop. I'm quite an energetic person, and I've wafted on about my dance several times. Still having problems with my knee, and so everything has to be modified. But there have been times in my life when I have been unwell, and I've had to stop. And that is when my art and craft just really comes into my therapeutic recovery, I think. That and music and singing, dance, and lovely things like that, and reading. So reading and writing, I've written all my life, and I've written a few bits and pieces. And again, it's one of those things that just makes you feel better. And if you're the sort of person that thinks, oh, I can't do that, or I'm too old to do that, or that's just beyond me, I would really recommend that you just give it a go. So if you're thinking that you want to write something, then just pick up a pen, an actual pen, and write. And see what happens. You don't have to show anyone, do you? You just do it. And then if you do feel that the next stage is, okay, deep breath, I'm going to show my work to the world. That's a scary thing, isn't it? Whoa. But sometimes we have to do that and push ourselves out of our comfort zones. And I did wonder about getting ourselves out of comfort zones a couple of weeks ago, I think. You may have watched that. Anyway, this is a bit rambling, this Wednesday wandering. So I'm so glad that you're still with me. Thank you. Perhaps a little like would be good. Or a little comment. Just tell me you're still here. That's just a little heart emoji and a smiley face going, yay, go Kate, keep going. I'm still with you. I really, really appreciate all of your comments, and those of you who are in the Facebook group, oh my gosh, I love you so much. It's so good. It's so lovely. There's such a lovely atmosphere there. And if you haven't joined that and you want to, come along and join in the fun. Anyway, that is enough, I think, for this week. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I'd love to know your thoughts on art for the soul and how you use art to just work through your emotions, or just to calm yourself down, or just to have some fun. Let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.